Welcome to your delayed Monday morning messages because I completely forgot yesterday. Didn't even enter my head. I had a rough weekend, so it just. So I've literally just remembered. So I was like, quick, let's get on and do one. Because I love them myself. Like, they help me every week. So we have hope, and I want to say I am very grateful to see this card just in my life in general, with a few things that are going on. But I feel like this week is that sort of grounding root chakra energy. It's really about sort of working and bringing that in balance. There is a post that should be going up today. Provided everything goes according to plan, that will help you as well with this. I feel like I'm missing a deck and I don't know what it is. But I also want this deck today. So what do you need to release? And that's what I'm getting. This is really important to look at. What is it that is kind of clogging you up? What is it that's holding you back? What is it that is coming up time and time again that you're not facing, that you're not addressing, which is causing this block in the root chakra? And the reason we have that hope card is to say, I know that times have probably been a bit stressful, have been a bit hard. Maybe you've had a few obstacles come up, but we are here. This is like spirit really coming in strong this week to guide you. Your loved ones are going to be really connected with you. I feel like either giving you messages or guidance to help you to kind of find your way, as well as face the things that you may have been avoiding. Let's have a look what else is coming up. You have to be willing as well to let your guard down, let your defenses down, allowing yourself to really peek into those shadows, those sides of ourselves that we just don't want to face, because sometimes it is hard work. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable to face things that maybe we've said, we've done, and we don't want to admit that we were maybe in the wrong or we could have handled it better. There's a strong essence of that coming up as well. You've also got the full moon, and again, this is what do you need to release. This week is all about releasing shit. It's time to let go of the things that aren't serving you. And it's almost like sometimes we are holding on to things, we're trying to make something work, even though deep down we know it's not working. We know that we've tried everything, we know that these things aren't working, and it's time to face this. This week is all about facing that side, letting go of it, allowing yourself to come back to a place that is supported, that is grounded, that is going to bring this love energy in, because love is the ultimate healing. It is the perfect resonance, it's the beautiful frequency. This is pure, and to be able to tap into that, we have to face things, let go of things. We have to go through the darkness to be able to come out the other side, because if you try going up and over, you're just going to face it again at some point, until you finally face it properly and go through it, rather than trying to go over it and around it and underneath it. You have to go into it. So this may be a bit like, oh God, Katie, I don't want to do that this week. It's your choice. Okay, you can face this again at another time if you want to. However, let me tell you that I know how the universe will just keep giving you little things, and eventually they get bigger and bigger until you listen. Like, it just kind of accumulates until eventually you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to deal with this, because otherwise it's just gonna get harder and harder in the life lessons that come through to us. And it's not fun. It makes it so much harder. So if you just face it when it's there, it does actually make it easier. But it's also why we've got the turbulence card coming in this week. I will not lie to you guys. I always tell you as it comes. So the turbulence is saying, yes, we need to face this, because there is a need for a crumbling. This is like the Tower card. I love the Tower card because it's saying, right, we are getting rid of shit. This isn't working. We need to break this down. We need to face and work on the things that are going to work for us, that will support us, that we do love, that is going to lift our soul. And this is what you're being asked to do this week. You're being asked to really face yourself. Like, I feel a little bit uncomfortable myself knowing I have to do this week. But it will be worth it. You have to face your emotions. Some of you are pushing your emotions down so far that it is more scary now for you to face it, because you haven't dealt with it. You've been bypassing, you've been going over and around and down and all shapes to avoid these emotions. But you're going to make it so much harder for yourself in the long run because it will come out in physical symptoms if it hasn't already. If you have physical symptoms, it's because there's some kind of emotion you haven't dealt with. It always goes back to a root cause of some form of emotion, some form of trauma, something that created it in the first place. So you really are being asked to just let go of this negative energy that's been building up, trusting and allowing that everything is happening for a reason, even if everything is falling apart around you. And as scary as that may be, it is going to lead to something better in the long run. It's going to be like an awakening for you. It's going to be you clearing out a whole load of shit from your electrical system, your physical body, your mental side. All of it is connected, and there's this huge healing that's like at your fingertips if you want it. And you're going to be finding your voice in this. You're going to find yourself as you do this. You're going to understand who you are, what you're wanting, and how you want to move forward, because you are putting yourself first. You are listening to yourself, and you are starting to understand yourself as a human being, but also as a spiritual being as well. And it's about bringing those two into balance as well. So that is what I have for you this week. So this week is just like, what do you need to release? How can you release this? What is going on? Dive deeper into it. Know that you are fully supported, always and forever supported in doing this work. Spirit, like almost, I feel like you're being really pushed. Like they're like, yes, you just fucking do it. It's almost like that element. And this is why they're stepping forward so strongly this week to be like, we got you. You're going to be okay. Don't even worry about it. You just need to face it and move through it, and we will hold you every step of the way, because I also get it will be much easier than you first anticipate it to be, because when there's so many emotions just kind of locked in tight, it feels overwhelming and it feels too much. However, when you start leaning into the support that you have spiritually or those around you, it becomes easier because it's one thing at a time. You will only be given what you can deal with. The reason those emotions are there in the first place to be addressed, and the reasons why they are coming up time and time again, is because you're ready to deal with it, but your conscious mind is telling you you're not. But your unconscious knows it because it wouldn't present it to you otherwise, because its ultimate goal is to protect you. So this is a form of protection, to be able to deal with it, to let it go so that you can heal. Please understand that last bit, because honestly, it is the most important part. You are ready to deal with this because it wouldn't be there if you weren't. So I leave that with you, and I hope you have a wonderful week, my loves.